1. Flamingos threaten Italian risotto crops, farmers fight back against rice field invaders. 2. Flamingos threaten risotto rice crops in northeastern Italy. 1. Flamingos threaten Italian risotto crops, farmers fight back against rice field invaders. In a stunning twist that's disrupting Italy's cherished risotto industry, an unexpected pink invasion is causing chaos in rice fields, and it's not a new plant disease, it's flamingos. These magnificent birds have become an unlikely nemesis for farmers in northeastern Italy's Ferrara province, a region renowned for producing premium risotto rice. But here's where it gets interesting, the flamingos aren't actually eating the rice. Instead, they're turning rice paddies into their personal buffet lines in a way that's devastating crops. The birds' feeding technique is fascinating yet destructive. Using their webbed feet, they stir up the shallow waters to expose their actual prey, mollusks, algae, and insects hiding in the soil. Unfortunately, this feeding frenzy leaves rice seedlings uprooted and destroyed in their wake. Desperate farmers have launched what seems like a theatrical warfare against these elegant invaders. Picture this, grown men patrolling fields day and night, honking truck horns, drumming on barrels, and firing gas cannons that boom across the countryside. Yet these dramatic efforts prove largely futile, the flamingos simply flutter to the next field, continuing their destructive feast. The impact is devastating. Take Enrico Fabbri, a 63-year-old local farmer who's watched helplessly as flamingos destroyed up to 90% of his crop in some areas. It's like having a newborn child taken away, he shares, capturing the emotional toll on farmers who invest months of careful preparation only to see their work destroyed. But here's where the story takes an unexpected turn, these flamingos aren't traditional residents. They arrived in 2000, relocating from drought-stricken southern Spain to the nearby Camacchio Valleys Reserve. While their presence adds a splash of exotic beauty to the landscape, it's creating an unprecedented challenge for agricultural sustainability. The situation raises a controversial question: how do we balance environmental conservation with agricultural necessity? Roberto Tinarelli, an ornithologist, suggests some practical solutions that might offer hope. Instead of noisy deterrents, he recommends surrounding paddies with tall trees or hedges and maintaining shallower water levels, just 2 to 4 inches instead of the usual 12 inches. This would allow rice to grow while making the environment less appealing to flamingos. Massimo Piva, vice president of the local Farmers Confederation, captures the complexity of the situation perfectly. They are beautiful animals, but we must limit their presence. This statement encapsulates the challenging balance between appreciating nature's beauty and protecting agricultural livelihoods. What do you think? Should farmers adapt their centuries-old cultivation methods to accommodate these new residents, or should more aggressive measures be taken to protect vital food production? The debate between environmental conservation and agricultural necessity continues to spark heated discussions in the 2. Flamingos threaten risotto rice crops in northeastern Italy. In a surprising turn of events, farmers in northeastern Italy are facing an unexpected adversary, flamingos. These striking birds, which have recently made their home in the region, are wreaking havoc on the rice crops that are essential for making risotto, particularly in the Ferrara province, nestled between the historic cities of Venice and Ravenna. While the flamingos are not directly targeting the rice seedlings, their feeding habits are causing significant collateral damage. They use their webbed feet to disturb the soil, searching for mollusks, algae, and insects in the shallow waters of the flooded fields. Unfortunately, this behavior inadvertently leads to the destruction of the rice plants. In response to this growing threat, farmers have taken to patrolling their fields around the clock, employing a variety of noise-making tactics to deter the birds. They honk truck horns, bang on barrels, and even fire small gas cannons that produce loud booms. However, these efforts often backfire, as the flamingos simply relocate to another nearby paddy, trampling the crops there instead. Enrico Fabbri, a local rice grower, expressed his frustration after witnessing production losses of up to 90% in some of his fields. These are unprecedented challenges that we've never encountered before. You pour so much time and effort into nurturing your crops, said Fabbri, 63, while standing beside one of his paddies in Giolanda di Savoia. Then, just as the plants begin to flourish, it feels like having a newborn child taken away from you. That's the emotional toll it takes. The flamingos are believed to have migrated from their previous nesting sites in the Comacchio valleys, located in a coastal reserve just south of where the River Po, Italy's longest river, meets the Adriatic Sea. According to Roberto Tinarelli, president of the Emilia-Romagna Ornithologists Association, these birds have been in the area since 2000, following a drought in southern Spain that forced them to seek new nesting grounds further east. Historically, flamingos have been found in lakes across North Africa, parts of Spain, and the Camargue region in France, as noted by Tinarelli. However, there has been no research conducted to determine why these flamingos have begun foraging further inland, where farmers flood their fields for several weeks from late spring to early summer to help germinate newly planted rice seeds. Until the paddies are drained, the flamingos remain a significant threat to the crops. Massimo Piva, a rice grower and vice president of the local Farmers' Confederation, emphasized the need for solutions. We are seeking answers from those who are responsible for managing this issue. From an environmental perspective, the presence of flamingos is beautiful, but we must remember that rice cultivation is one of the most costly and extensive agricultural practices, said Piva, 57. While these birds are indeed magnificent, our priority is to minimize their impact on our fields. To address the problem, Tinarelli proposed several humane and effective strategies to keep the flamingos at bay. He suggested surrounding the paddies with tall trees or hedges and, even more importantly, lowering the water levels in the newly planted fields to between 2 to 4 inches, 5 to 10 centimeters, instead of the usual 12 inches, 30 centimeters. This depth is sufficient for the rice to thrive, but it makes the area much less appealing to flamingos, who prefer to splash around in deeper water, he explained.